Resource Management, under which the topic is compensation. So first of all, we should know what is compensation, the meaning of compensation. The meaning of compensation is it is both, we can say it is the salary being paid to the employees by the employer as a recognition of the employee's work, or they based on their performance in the work. So we can say it is both a monetary pay and non-monetary pay which is being paid to the employees. So that is what the meaning of compensation. And this example of compensation, one among the main component is the salary. And so hence we can say compensation is a very vital or important, plays an important role in human resource management, that helps the employee to being encouraged to encourage the employees, as well as it helps to motivate and improve their efficiency on the job performance. So we now coming to the objectives of compensation. What is the purpose, what are the objectives of compensation in terms of a company is to pay each employee based on their performance, efficiency and the training given to them, and to motivate the employees towards increasing the productivity, and to take care of the employees for safety and security needs. That is to satisfy the basic, which is one among the security and safe is the one that comes one among the basic needs. To satisfy that basic needs, it is being paid. The compensation is being paid. So now you can know what is compensation. It is nothing but the salary package being paid to the employee. So that is what the objectives of compensation. Now, what are the factors that influence employee compensation? When determining, when pay is being made to the employee, what are the factors that influence? Or when determining, fixing the salary package, what are the factors that affects the compensation? So it is being classified or categorized into two. One is internal factors, that is the factors within the organization that exist within the organization affect the compensation package. That is, first one is ability to pay. For example, like organization, when an organization is more successful and prosperous, then the ability to pay to the employees, pay the salary to the employees very high. Whereas it is like the organization is facing a loss or incurring more of cost instead of reduced profits, we can say. In that time, the ability to pay to the employees will be lower. So coming to the next factor is business strategy. So business, normally organizations will undergo different strategies at different times, because almost all the organizations, 100% of the organizations in the industry will face all the stages, starting from initial stage to the growth stage, mature stage, break-even stage, and to the decline stage. So according to the different stage they are experiencing, they'll be adopting various strategies. So according to the strategies at times they are adopting, the pay also will be determined accordingly every year. So that plays an important role when fixing the pay. Then comes the job evaluation and performance appraisal. So job evaluation, it is that like evaluating, that is finding out the description of the job and job specification. So we all hope we all know what is job description. So job description is the responsibilities that involved in a particular job, whereas job specification is the skills or qualities required to perform the job. So based on these two things, job will be evaluated, and once it has been assigned, a job has been assigned to the employees' performance will be evaluated through the performance appraisal system. So based on the performance, if their performance is higher, it will, based on the performance every year, the salary package will be fixed. Then comes the employees. So from employees point of view, the organizations will form a basis on the employees potential, employees technical skills, their skills, communication skills, all the potentials, then experience, their seniority level. So everything will be considered while fixing the pay, the salary to the employee. So these are the internal factors that affect the employee compensation, whereas the external factors, which is uncontrollable. The first one is labor market. So labor market is nothing but a similar type of employee who carries out the similar potential and capacities and experience. Whatever pay is there for employees in the market, that will be compared while fixing the employees for that particular organization. For example, when you want to purchase a ground, the government value will be different and the market value is different, and the whatever pay you're going to pay to purchase that land will be different. So everything will be compared and final pay will be fixed, final purchase cost will be fixed. Similarly, here also for fixing up the compensation or wage or salary to any employee, the labor market, whatever wages is there, that will be set as a standard to compare. So this is the first external factor that affect the salary determination. Then comes the going rate. So every year the salary components will not be same. So the rate, the money value, everything will be as the market goes on, because we always face changes. So according to the transformation in the economy level, the rate of salary will be fixed. And next one is productivity. Productivity is every year the productivity will be calculated, and based on the productivity also the wage or the salary will be fixed. Then comes the cost of living. Cost of living is like the employees who lives in a metropolitan city and in suburban areas will be analyzed, and to compensate with the cost of living, to bear with the cost of living, they will be given. So based on that also it will be fixed, salary will be fixed. And then labor union, always the labor union objective is to bargain for extra benefits and extra salary percentage or increment in the salary component. So based on the collective bargaining, based on the results of the collective bargaining, so we all know what do you mean by collective bargaining. It is the negotiation made between the employer and employee, or expecting the employer to give more salary for their performance, which is demanded by the employees. So based on the labor union policies also, the salary will be fixed. And then comes last one is labor laws. So laws, that is rules and regulations or policies framed by the government in the laws. It will be changed according to the changing environment in the labor market, and labor laws will be fixed by the government. So we, as a all the organizations have to abide by the labor laws, and based on the labor laws imposed, they have to fix up the salary package. So these are the various internal and external factors that influence the employee compensation. Then comes the compensation management, how this compensation management is being carried in an organization. First, as a first step, they'll be framing a strategy. Before framing a strategy for determining the salary, they will frame organization strategy. They will look into, consider the organization strategy. As I said earlier, almost all 100% of the organization will be undergoing various stages, starting from initial stage, then to the growth stage, then to the matured stage, then with the break-even analysis stage and to the declining stage, they'll be experiencing a lot of stage, and during various stages, they'll be adopting various strategies to survive in the industry or survive with the competitors. They'll fix up the strategy, and by considering this strategy, they will be fixing up the or framing the strategy for the salary package. And once the salary package strategy is being fixed, based on that, the compensation policy is the rules and regulations, or the things they have to follow, the ethics they have to follow while determining the compensation package. So that policies will be framed in consultation with the top management. Then once the compensation policy is over, then comes the job analysis and evaluation. That is, what are the jobs, because we face as an organization, employees from point of view, they face lot of transformation as the year goes on. So every year they face lot of changes. So based on the changes, they'll be analyzing the job, whether the job, as I said earlier, job evaluation is like, it has two components, which is job description and job specification. So job description is like the responsibilities involved in the job, and job specification is the skills required to perform the job. So based on this also, the salary package will be determined, and the performance will be, and they'll be fixing the link with the performance appraisal system. So once this stage is over, then comes the analysis of contingent factors. So here contingent factors is nothing but the previous slide we saw the internal and external factors. So those are the contingent factors. So they'll be looking into the various factors, and based on the various factors influence rate, they'll be fixing the salary salary package. Once the analysis and the salary has been determined to some extent, then comes the design with all this organization strategy, the compensation strategy, then compensation policy with the job analysis and evaluation, and with the external and internal factors. They will design a salary package for each and every job designation. So, and finally, once the salary has been determined, that package will be communicated to the employees, which is nothing but implementation of compensation plan. And final implementation of compensation plan is being done once the employees are receiving the salary as per the compensation plan. So once this has been over, the evaluation and review of the compensation plan will be done every year or once in 6 months in order to retain the employees or whether they are going in the right way of the as per the plan. So when it is being normally identified based on the job satisfaction of the employees, and job satisfaction, among job satisfaction, if they are satisfied with the salary, then their work will be higher and the productivity will be higher and the job performance will be higher. So that will be the consequence of the good salary package. And if it is not so, they will take due course of action to correct, make themselves in the right way in the path of determining the salary package. So this is what the compensation management process being taken in all organizations. Coming to the next one, what are the components of compensation? So all this time I was telling you only the salary, but what is that salary? It comprises of various components such as like basic pay, earners allowance, house rent allowance, CCA, which is city compensatory allowance, welfare, fringe benefits and prerequisites, then bonus, then stocks. It is nothing but the shares given to the employees, then increment, incentive, and overtime and social security schemes. So now the diagram shows that what are the various components of salary package components here. So each and every component is being given to motivate and encourage the employees, and sometimes to increase the efficiency of the employees, to retain the talented employees within the organization for so long period, and to increase the productivity. So it has been to have a long-lasting, smooth, good relationship between the employer and employee. These components of compensation is being given to the employees. So now we will go deep into these topics. Number one is like basic pay. So basic pay, like now you can see basic pay, HRA, DA. All this, like all these three comes under like city compensatory allowance. All these four will come a part of base pay, whereas other components will come as other benefits. So basic pay is like normally 40% of the pay is being paid, and rest of the base pay falls under various other categories. So salary refers to the amount of money that an employee receives prior to any existing being added or payments deducted. That is the base salary. Only the base salary is nothing but no other benefits is being added with the salary. That is what the base salary. So it comes around 40%. Then comes the house rent allowance, which is called abbreviated as HRA. This is being given to the employees when an employee stays in a rented house, and for this, as a proof, they have to provide the rent receipt to the employer that shows the proof that he's being stay in a rented house. And sometimes here, when you have other classification here which has not been mentioned in this slide, that is while calculating the income tax, when we are going to pay tax, that will be taken to consider, which is nothing but some employees may stay in their own house, and they will not come under this HRA allowances, but they might have taken loans, like home loans for their own house, and principal of that home loan and interest of that home loan to certain percentage will be deducted as a tax exemption will be given to certain limit. So that will be, and again the proof has to be paid to that. And then comes the dearness allowance. Dearness allowance is the cost of living, to compensate with the cost of living. Every day they have to live for their survival purpose, and for that they have to pay some expenses. They have to spend some expenses, spend some money to live. So for that, compensating the cost of living, this dearness allowance is given to that, and it is calculated as a percentage of basic. So we can then comes the CCA, that is City Compensatory Allowance, which is it is given to an employee who lives in the metro, compensate his standard of living or cost of living in metropolitan cities or tier 1 city. So it is especially given to those employees. And then comes the fringe benefits and perks. It is, we can say, this fringe benefits and perks, or the non-monetary benefits, which is paid to the employees to attract and make them retain in the organization for their efficiency purpose, or for their to retain the talents in the organization. So examples of that fringe benefits and perks, or like it is non-monetary benefits such as like medical benefits, group insurance, like family insurance, then medical benefits, then educational assistance. All those such things will come under this fringe benefits and perks. And then comes the bonus. So we all know what is meant by bonus. It is a fixed percentage which is given from the profits of the organization. Either it will be given annually if it is mentioned, or sometimes in proportion to the profits the organization is earning. So that is what bonus, which is given additional to the salary package at times. So then comes the stock options. So stock options are given to employees for two primary purposes. One, to have a long-term interest of the employees towards the organization, and second, to link individual performance with the organizational performance. That is, here the employees will be given opportunity to purchase their own company shares, and they can sell at a particular point of time at an increased rate. So now we can see it has classified into three stock options. One is employee stock options, then restricted stock units, and employee stock purchase plan. So the first one, ESOP, employee stock option, is, for example, an employee will be given 2,000 stocks, and it is nothing but the shares. 2,000 share, their own company shares will be given to the employee, and each share will be costing rupees 100, and he can pay after 2 years. 1,000 number of shares. He will be granted permission to sell 1,000 number of shares after 2 years, and after another 2 years he'll be given a permission to sell another 1,000 rupees of shares. And the luck is favoring agent here, because after 2 years, if the company shares is increased, then they will experience a high profit. And if the company's price is going to fall, then it will be a bad situation for the employees. So then comes the RSU, restricted stock units. Here, employees, the stock units will be deemed to be value will be zero purchase price, and they'll be given, we can say it will be given at a free of cost. Like so, for example, of the before example, 2,000 stocks, and after 2 years, when they are going to sell 1,000 number of shares at where they are purchased for free, and now they can sell it for 100 rupees or 90 rupees, then they earn 90,000 rupees or 1 lakh rupees. And this is what restricted stock units. And coming to the next one, employee stock purchase plans. It is nothing but whenever an organization incurs profit, has gained more profits, in that case, to show their recognition of the as a reward to the employees, they will go into a purchase plans. They'll give the purchase permission of their company shares to the employees at a discount rate. Shares will be issued, employees will be given a permission to purchase their company shares at a discount rate. That is, 100 rupees is the share price. They'll be given a 10%, so 90%, only 90 rupees can be paid to the employees per share. Can be paid to the employee per share. So this is what about stock options. Then comes the components of incentives. Incentive is like it's a monetary benefit which is given to the employees as a recognition for their outstanding performance. But at the same time, it will encourage and improve the efficiency of the workers, and improve the increase the productivity of the workers. So for this purpose, incentive is being given to the employees or workers. So what are the types of incentive plans we have? So it is again classified into two: short-term plans and long-term plans. So under short-term plans, we have Halsey premium plan is the first one. And here the thing is, the base is standard output and standard time will be fixed, and the bonus will be given out of the time saved by the employee by finishing of the standard output. So that is what it is we can say it is a combination of daily wage and piece wage given to the employees. So that is what the plan framed by Halsey, the person who has framed this plan. Then comes the Rowan plan. Here only the standard time is being fixed before, and bonus is paid if the employee is going to finish off the work within the standard time. So that is what Rowan plan. The third one is Taylor differential piece rate system. Here, based on a standard task for all workmen will be given, and like two-piece rates are provided. That is like when the higher rate will be given to the employees, those who finish the work within the before the standard time, and lower rate piece rate system will be followed, or lower rate charges will be given to the employees who is finishing of the work on time or after the standard time. So this is what the two rate system. It is being followed under Taylor differential piece rate system. Again, Taylor is a person who has framed this Taylor differential piece rate system. Next comes the Merrick's multiple piece rate system. Here, like three rates are prescribed. Normally, here three categories are there. Three categories of employee will be classified, like beginners, then average workers, and first class members. So based and here one more thing is 80 standard task plan will be there, and out of that standard task 83% will be the standard percentage, and with that percentage the employee's performance or performance will be compared. When it is less than that 83% of the standard task, they will be given a lower rate, and when it is more than the 83% of the standard task, they will be paid at a higher rate. So this is what about Merrick's multiple piece rate system. And again, Merrick's is a person who has designed and framed this multiple piece rate system. Next comes the Gannett's task and bonus plan. Here, guaranteed minimum daily wage will be given to the employees without any distraction. But however, the whoever achieves or exceeds the standard performance, he will be given 20 to a range of 20 to 30% of the bonus from the piece wage, from the piece wage. So then comes the Bedinak's point plan. Here, standards have been established. The basic unit of time is measured in minutes, not in hours or seconds. In minutes, they'll be measuring the units. Time will be measured in terms of units, and it is termed as B while calculating. And it is expected that the job has to be completed so many times. So in fixed minutes. For example, they are supposed to produce 100 number of units within 120 minutes, so or 60 minutes. So time frame will be fixed in minutes, and they have to complete the given standard output or standard work. So that is what Bedinak's point plan. And coming to the sixth one, Emerson efficiency plan. So Emerson efficiency plan, it is the name itself implies that based on the efficiency of the employees, the wage will be fixed. So standard time is established for standard task, and whereas the daily wage is assured. Apart from that, standard time and standard task is established, and whenever the bonus will be given to the employees when efficiency touches 66% of the standard, that is 2/3 of the standard. Then so whenever efficiency is more than 100%, bonus will be given like a range of 20% of the hour rate, whereas efficiency beyond 100% for whenever the efficiency is 100%, that is the standard, the bonus is 20% of hour rate is given. Wherever efficiency is beyond that 100%, after that 100%, every 1% of increase in efficiency will be calculated, and based on the 1% of increase, every 1% of increase, there will be 1% increase in bonus. So that is what Emerson efficiency plan. So all those 6 plans were short-term plans, and now coming to the long-term plans and incentives. First one is profit sharing. So the name itself implies that they'll be sharing the company, the employer will be sharing their profits among the employees with the employees. So it has been framed by Professor Seeger, and he says that profit sharing is an arrangement by which employees receive and share fixed in advance of the profits. So how much of profits they are going to earn, out of that certain percentage will be given as a shared by the employer to the employees. So this is given in 3 forms. One is cash form, or deferred profit, that is a percentage of share of profit will be deposited in the retirement fund. So that is what deferment profit, and combination of both. Sometimes they'll be given in both cash, and there'll be some amount of cash will be deposited in the retirement fund. So these are the various forms of profit sharing. And coming to the next one, Scanlon plan. This plan was designed by Scanlon, and which involved the workers in making suggestions. The workers, the employers will be asking for the suggestions from the employees itself on the cost of reducing the how to reduce the cost of operation and improve the working methods or operations. So, and if there is a result is going to be good, if they are going to increase the productivity based on the suggestions given by the employees, then definitely they will be given increased productivity, and from the increased productivity the employees will be earning profit, and again the profit will be given as a bonus or the profit share. So this is what Scanlon plan. So those two methods are coming under long-term plans for incentives. So this is the next part is like which is the oldest method or traditional methods followed in olden days when the evolution took place in HRM. So this is payment by time and payment by piece. So payment by time is like it is a very old time rate system. So it is a very old method. It is common method followed in almost manufacturing, because the evolution of HRM before like 100 years or 100 years or 60 years back, we were having only manufacturing, and later on trade came into existence. In the manufacturing area, they'll be giving daily wages. So based on that work environment, this time rate system has been designed, and that's why it is said to be oldest and most common method. And here, like based on hour or daily wages will be given, based on weekly basis or monthly basis will be given. For example, if daily wages is fixed as 100 rupees, then if he comes for the work, every day he gets 100 rupees. So for hour, it will be rated as 10 rupees. Then for if he is going to work for 8 hours per day, for 8 hours he will get 80 rupees. So and so on for monthly and weekly. So what are the merits, what are the benefits out of this is that you can see like it motivates the employees. It there'll be no stress among the workers, and they will be receiving same wage among between all the employees of workers, and there will be no ill will or jealousy among the employees, and they can have a team coordination. Then output cannot be measured for determining the wage, and they provide regular and stable income to the workers, so that their safety and security need will be satisfied, and increases the loyal to the organization. Then requires less administrative attention on others. So what are the demerits? So whatever merits we have, similarly we have demerits also of being following the time rate system is that not take into account the facts or abilities. The abilities of the employees or efficiency of the employees will be not considered. When it is not being considered, the employees, the hard worker will get demotivated, since they receive the same money as what other workers, normal workers getting. So it demotivates the employees. Then comes the labor charges for a particular job do not remain constant, like uh, because some jobs will require more efficiency than the other jobs. So since the same wage has been given, it will demotivate the employees again. No specific demand on the workers, so possibility of evasion of work. They can then system permits many men to work at a task, and when he might make his mark in some other jobs. So he'll be specialized in only in one task, and which may not improve his or increase his ability at times. So missing the opportunity to increases or being increase other talents. So no record of an individual worker's output is maintained. As a whole, they'll be given a wage for a hour or for how many hours they are working or monthly or weekly. So no variation is there. So that's all about payment by time. And next comes the piece rate system. Here workers are here workers are so here workers are paid according to the amount of work done. Here piece rate system. So here workers are paid according to the number of units they have completed or manufactured. So amount of work done by the employees. So it is the rate of each employee being settled in advance irrespective of the time taken to complete such work. So under this plan, workers is paid in or paid directly with the it is being directly connected with the number of units they are producing. So the merits of the piece rate system is that it satisfies the industry and improves the efficiency of the worker. As in the earlier system, time rate system, where their efficiency is not being considered, whereas here efficiency of the worker is being considered, and so the employee who is more efficient will be given more money. So more recognition. Then stimulus to increases production. Then supervision charge are not so heavy because when opportunity is given for hard worker to showcase efficiency, he himself will focus on the work and improves the productivity, increase the productivity. So supervision charge will not be more there. Then interested in continuity of his work, he'll be more when he's satisfied with the job, he shows more of efficiency, and there is no like he'll be interested to do his work over time also. Then greater care will be taken to prevent breakdown and reduce plant maintenance charges because he'll be taking care of the machines also when he's performing with the work. Then comes the demerits. So similarly, we have merits and demerits also. Here, work at breakneck speed, like generally consume more power, more overwork of the machines, and that leads to depreciation of machines very quickly and greater chance of deterioration in the quality of work. Sometimes, in order to finish off the work within the because this is like piece rate system, they have to produce, for example, like 8 hours of work will be given. Within 8 hours, they have to produce 500 units. That will be given as a target, and in order to finish off like 500 units, they will not mind with the machines or efficiency of the machines and everything, and sometimes there are chances of reducing the quality on the products. They will not be able to show off focus on the quality of the products as they are supposed to finish off 500 units within 8 hours of work. So this is one among the demerits. And enthusiasm may fail upon their health, and it will lead to health problems and resulting in loss of efficiency sometimes because they'll be concentrating only on the target. So then comes the excessive speeding of work will result in frequent wear and tear of plant. That's why I said in the first point itself. So machines will get depreciated soon. So this is what piece rate system. Next comes the balanced or debt method. So we can say balanced or debt method is a combination of piece rate system and time rate system. That is, the worker will be paid fixed wage, and for the extra work, whatever they do, that will be paid as a bonus or incentive or commission to the employees. So this is what we say combination of piece rate system and time rate system, which is called as balanced or debt method. So then comes the productivity linked bonus. So productivity linked bonus is, the name itself implies that it is being the performance, the productivity and the wage is being linked together. And here in the system, this mainly this productivity linked bonus is followed in organizations to meet out the competitiveness between the employees and the employees in the industry, and incentives are designed to stimulate human efforts over and above their normal or current efforts. To improve their efforts, it is being compared. So an extra payment will be given to the workers for being more productive or yielding more units, more favorable results than the normal. So they'll each and every year there will be normal performance will be noted down, and every year this will be set as a standard. And the next thing is they will be comparing and they will be trying to achieve more than the normal or a normal performance or performance measured in the previous year. So we can say it is a value added per employee or sales value per employee. It is measured in these terms. So group or individual target or reduction in rejects. This results in reduction rejects also. That means like the customers will be rejecting the product sometimes. So that reduction will be there. There will be higher, like the less number of rejects will be there. So that is what about productivity linked bonus. So these are the